Hi Virgos, and welcome to Arcana Priestess. For those of you guys that are new, I'm so glad to have you, and if you are returning, I am so grateful that you came back. Please feel free to turn off your notifications and turn them back on, as I know there has been some trouble with the notifications. All right, you guys, so let's take a look. Let's see what energy. We're just going to do an intuitive reading today. I have a couple different decks, so whichever ones are calling to me is what I'm going to pull for you guys. So everything you need for personal readings is in the description box below. Daily messages on TikTok or Instagram are also in the description box below. And if you want to win a free reading, the winner will be chosen at the end of each month. You can either subscribe, or you can subscribe and follow the instructions in the description box below, which will give you multiple chances to enter the giveaway. All right, so let's see, Virgo. What is the overall energy for Virgo? It's going to be a timeless reading. Whenever you see it is whenever you need it. Virgo, sun, moon, rising. It's not going to resonate with everybody. Take what resonates and please leave the rest. If you are thinking about it, it's not for you. If it just makes sense, and that's going to be the message that's for you. Look at you. The Nine of Pentacles here. Beautiful. This is actually the best overall energy I've gotten so far, but we have the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So for some of you, if you are not embracing this Nine of Pentacles, which is all about financial abundance, stability, just feeling like I am okay on my own, I'm more than okay. You are happy, you are abundant, you are financially well off, you are amazing, and you don't need anybody else. If that is not you right now, then there's something that you need to walk away from, because there's something that is blocking you from becoming this. Others of you, there could be an emotional blockage, right? Eight of Cups, walking to the Nine of Cups. You need to find that Nine of Cups, which is, instead of financial abundance, it's actually just emotional abundance, feeling like you have no ties to the past, like you are okay emotionally, you are satisfied within yourself, within the way that you think, the way that you feel, the way that you're experiencing life. It's all about the internal. So you may need to master that before you can master physical abundance, because if you don't have the internal worked out, when you get this physical abundance thrown at you all of a sudden, you're not going to be able to withstand it, because it's going to be overwhelming, or there's going to be a time where your emotions are just out of whack and you're not going to be able to, do the things that you need to do to be able to, get your money, right? And I know you're a Virgo and you're just like all about money and all that stuff and stability, but if you are not emotionally right and you're not right on the inside, it's going to show on the outside. It's going to affect your work. And some of you guys, it could just be as simple as you have some things to work on the inside so that you can show your true self, so that your vibration can raise. And once your vibration raises, you will be able to, have you ever seen, you'll be able to make more money because people will notice that you love what you do. If you have passion about what you do, you will be able to notice. Have you ever seen some tarot readers, you can just tell that they're not passionate about it, and it's why are you doing it? You know what I mean? But then there are other tarot readers that are just so, and it's not about energy, because I've noticed that some tarot readers just have so much energy, it's crazy. And other tarot readers are just very zen and calm. And I know that personally, I fluctuate. I can be very calm, but then I can be it really just depends on the energy of the reading. But some are just always one or always the other. So it's not about that, but it's just about in general. You can tell, regardless of their tone, how much they're passionate about it, and you're probably drawn to the ones that you see the passion from, right? So take that into your perspective. More people are going to be drawn to you if they can sense how passionate you are. Maybe you are passionate, but you're not able to show it because there are blockages. But either way, for the majority of you, you are in this energy, or this is the energy that's about to come in towards you, which is the Nine of Pentacles, which is a lot of abundance, especially when it comes to finances. You are finally going to feel like your hard work is paying off. Some of you guys are going to be making a big purchase. This is purchasing a new car. This could be the perfect time to purchase a new car, the perfect time to purchase a home. If you are wanting to put your house on the market, you could actually it may seem like it's not the right time, but you may actually get very lucky around this time. So it's test it out for a month. If it doesn't work, take your house off, whatever the case is. But I definitely feel like this is a really good time for you to invest your money, expand the money that you already have, make sure you're putting money into savings, because there's going to be an influx of money coming towards you, and you're going to have to make sure that you save it, because for some of you, this is a test. It's like the universe is going to give you everything you've wanted, but only so you get paid every month. So only for the 1 month, or only for 2 months, or whatever it is, to see how you handle that money. Because there's this quote, and it's if you can't handle $1, you can't handle $1 million. And let me tell you, that is so so true that it's not even funny. If you cannot handle $1, you cannot handle $1 million. You will just blow it the same way that you did when you only had that dollar. You won't, you know, if you don't value it, right? But I feel like with Virgo, like that's like the last thing you guys gotta worry about. Are you kidding me? My sister's a Virgo and she is like so smart when it comes to money, honestly. And when she's not, it's not that she's not smart, it's that she doesn't overthink and she actually just allows herself to buy things. And usually there's like a shift within the planets that it completely explains her. It's actually crazy. She's like by the book. It's so funny. But some of you guys, it's also about like realizing, like, if you're the opposite and you're just like, yeah, that is not me. Like, if I get a lot of money, you know I'm gonna save. You know I'm gonna start saving for my kid that I haven't even found the partner to have yet. You know what I mean? Like, if that's what you're thinking, then this is the opposite. And this is, you know, you needing to be like, okay, well, remember when you were living paycheck to paycheck? Look at how much money you have now. Why do you feel like it? Why do you have to like overthink so much to buy yourself something? Like, buy yourself something, treat yourself, right? If you're not treating yourself, how are other people going to know how to treat you if you're not treating yourself right? So some of you guys, you either need to, you know, change the way that your savings goes as you make more money, or because you're making more money, you need to learn to treat yourself. You need to learn to stop being so frugal with yourself and to, you know, be a little bit, like whatever the opposite of frugal is, right? Like, you don't have to overthink every single dollar that you spend. It's okay to buy that, you know, like my sister especially, like I'm just giving you personal examples, some of you guys actually, you are learning tarot, and now that I'm saying personal examples, I'm hearing something that I heard when I was first studying tarot, and it was like, whatever card reminds you of somebody, you can use that as a reference to that card. And same with zodiac signs too. But the reason why I'm using my sister as an example is because there are a couple other Virgos that I know that are very, very similar here. And it's just like, one time I remember I was like, my sister, we always call each other if we can't decide what to eat. She was like trying to figure out what to eat. And I was like, we figured it out after so long. And then she was like, oh, I don't want to get it because the delivery is $5. Like, all the other deliveries were $3. This was just $2 more for the delivery, but she really did not buy it because of that $2 difference. And I was sitting there like, are you kidding? I would have bought that hours ago. Like, I wouldn't even looked at the delivery price. I'm that type of person. I would have just bought it. I'm so opposite. And so for some of you guys, it's like, who cares if the shipping is super expensive? Who cares if the delivery is expensive? Who cares if the product is expensive? How much hours have you worked, and where has all that money gone? Is it all sitting in your savings and going towards bills? Do you have anything in your house that you are very proud of, that you are happy to own right now? Is there something that you've been wanting for years and you haven't bought? Buy it. Go and buy it. You deserve it. And if that's not the case, if you can't buy it, if it's still too much, put some money aside for it. If it's a dream car you've always wanted, start putting money every single month. You can afford to put a certain amount of money, even if it's $5 up to a couple $100 a month. Put it aside so that you can eventually get that thing, but don't just write it off. So right now, it's a lot of people were getting messages like whatever you put out is what you're going to get, but it's like whatever you give to yourself is what you're going to get back. So if you spend money on yourself, you're going to get that money back. And you know it's true, because I had moments in my life where I was very frugal, but the moments where I actually went out and I was like, I don't give a crap, I'm going to buy this and this and this, or the moments that I actually had the most clients, I actually made the most money, my views were actually the highest. So there's such thing as being too frugal, 1000%. And you don't want to do that, right? That's the Four of Pentacles energy. And I'm not exactly sure which zodiac sign that is. Like, let me look it up, because would not be surprised if it was you. It could be Capricorn if it's not you. It's saying Capricorn. They're either saying all the signs or, yeah, Capricorn. Ooh, maybe you have Capricorn in your chart too, but either way, like, back off. Treat yourself, honey. Treat yourself. All right. Let's get out of this and let's get into some cards. Ooh, the Two of Cups. Walking away from a love that is not giving you everything you want is going to make you walk right into the love that you truly deserve, the love that you truly desire. Some of you, it's that you know that there's something that you're holding on to from a past relationship. Maybe you're not with that person, but you're still communicating with them. Maybe there's something that you know you need to say to that person, and instead of saying it, you just finally got the courage to block them and move forward, but really you haven't been able to move forward as much as you think you are. As much as it looks like you're moving forward internally, you haven't, because you didn't speak up to that person and say the things that you finally got the courage to be able to realize, right? Like, that's why closure is a thing. Like, some people like use closure as an excuse to just continue to talk to somebody, but closure is actually a real thing. Sometimes you cannot move on without understanding why something ended, or fully just being able to finally speak your piece, especially if this is somebody who was abusive or who was very controlling towards you, possibly a Capricorn. Okay, all right, we're gonna pull you an animal card, Virgo. These readings today are very more on like healing and just like move. I just knew today was like a day of like healing and a day of like self-reflection, right? There's a new moon coming. I'm gonna pick a crystal for each zodiac sign to use for the full moon that's coming up. It was 11/11, so the crystal for that moon will be very beneficial for you. We have the black egg. Wow. So Scorpio also got, not the black egg, but Scorpio also got a spirit card. So this deck has cards based on elements. You know how tarot was like major arcana, water, cup, whatever. Those are the minors. This one is just all the elements: air, water, fire, and earth. And then they have a spirit card, and you are getting the spirit card. Like, you're evolving, you're reaching to a higher realm. Beautiful. I love this. The black egg. There was one of my favorite readers ever. She's not reading anymore, but she would pull this card for my sign so many times. And this girl she was literally the reason I fell in love with readings. And oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with her. But it's just so sad that she doesn't read anymore. Okay, love this. So, speaking from an authentic voice, the truth. Yes, the truth. You guys, some of you guys, again, I've said this for a lot of readings today. You know, I very precisely, I didn't like, sometimes I'm like, okay, this is the, you know, I have like set out based on views, or based on like who I did recently for the readings. But today I just knew like I needed to just trust my intuition with who I read. And so that's, you know, you guys were intuitively picked to be read today. And the whole way that I'm doing these readings is very different from what I usually do. Sometimes I feel the need to do these, but these decks specifically, I'm not ready to use without the books. And I've never done that on videos. So there's 2 decks that I actually want to use with you guys. And it's just interesting that I'm feeling the need to do this. It's like, I don't know, something's just interesting here. But okay, the black egg. Speaking from an authentic voice, the truth. Yes, there was a message within that. Speaking from an authentic voice, the truth. This deck, or sorry, the spirit cards are of people that are meant to be readers, psychics, gurus, right? Meant to teach people things, meant to help people to align with their highest version of themselves. This means you have a purpose. If you are fully resonating with this reading, if you are unsure, then that's not for you. My readings are always very specific, so don't ever try to push it, right? And I'm never going to get offended. If it's not yours, baby, there's 1,000 readers on here. It's not yours, and that's okay. Maybe I'll get you next time, maybe I won't. Maybe we just don't resonate with one another. But this card is for those who everything has been resonating up to now. So, speaking from an authentic voice, the truth. The black egg contains one of life's essential treasures, the truth. Inside of it resides no confusion, excuses, small talk, noise, or lies, not even white lies. Girl, that is me. I am the black egg. This is my life. I would love to live in that world. Not even a white lie. We are just honest. Okay. This living and breathing vessel harbors only what rings true. When this essence is in balance, we speak slowly and clearly. We are drawn to activities like writing, reading, teaching, singing, or perhaps public speaking. Sounds draw us in Books draw us in. The concept of truth itself draws us in. So if there's a book that you've had on your list for a while, now is the time to buy it. If you don't have Audible, it's time to look into self-help books. Another thing is, what was it? If you hear a song on the radio and you're like, wow, I love it. If it's a song you never heard, if it's a song you've heard, whatever, it's time for you to research the lyrics and look into those lyrics. Listen to those lyrics. Sing the song without the actual song singing and see what the message is. There's messages within everything around you right now, and it's up to you to determine what those messages are. And no, you're not going to miss a message. If you miss a message, it's obviously it's going to come to you again later on, and most likely it just wasn't the time for you to receive that message. But there's going to be many, many messages, and it's like I'm just seeing like a bunch of bubbles. You know, when you blow bubbles and you just pop them, whichever ones you choose to pop are the messages that you're going to get. So some of you need to get bubbles. Like you need to embrace this child. Like have you always been the mom? Have you always been the one that has to take care of everything? It's time for you to embrace this childlike energy. Do something that you've always wanted to do, something that makes you feel like a child. Go and have a weekend away from your children, or just have a weekend to yourself, away from your partner, whatever it is, where you can just do whatever it is that you want and you have no responsibilities. Take some time off work if you haven't taken time off work in a while. You know, cut back on something that you know, maybe you have like a certain amount of money for takeout. You're going to cut back. Like if you are very tight with money right now, cut back on something in order to be able to take a weekend or take some time to yourself. Do what you got to do, because that one weekend is going to get you through so many weeks in a more peaceful way. Okay, so then we have, what do I know? Okay, wait, sorry. I just want to make sure I'm in the right spot. Singing or speaking. Okay, yeah. Sound, dress, and okay, yeah. So we start asking questions like, what do I know to be true about myself? And what is true about the world? So for real, when there's a question, you need to answer it. Write in the comments, what do you know to be true about yourself? And what do you know to be true about the world? And sit there and think of those. Or maybe even ask yourself, I'm seeing 7 days. Ask yourself that question every day for 7 days. Maybe the answer will change. Maybe the answer will stay the same. Maybe you will become so self-aware of the world that you're living in and how you want to make a change, or what your true purpose is, your true destiny is. One little question like that, and you know what I mean? Yeah. Crazy. Okay, so when the energy of the black egg is not yet assessed, we speak from an unsure place. We say things others want to hear, we gossip, or we repeat stories to justify our subpar behavior. We might even try to convince ourselves that we have no inner truth at all. The energy of the black egg hovers and waits for us to reconnect. It is available at every moment, in every situation. Yes. Oh my God, it is a place where truth comes from. It is the birthplace of our voice. Like when we were younger, we all had a voice. We were all very truthful. We didn't care about what other people thought. We didn't care of this or that, or barely even knew consequences of this or that, and we were just ourselves, and we were unapologetically ourselves. And you need to be able to get to that place, and maybe that's why you need to do something that makes you feel like a child again, that makes you feel free again, so that you can remember what it felt like to do that, right? Remember what it felt like when you didn't give a crap about other people and what they thought. Because if you're living for other people, you're not living, and you don't want to die with regrets. You do not want to. So when I'm hearing, it's not even about passing away, it's about something like, okay, what if you get into a car accident and you can't walk anymore, or something happens and you lose an arm, or something happens and there's so many things that can happen in the blink of an eye, and you have no idea what's actually going to happen to you. So it's like, live for you before there's some sort of regret. You do not want to have regrets. So make sure, if there's anything that you regret, how can you change it? How can you go back and change it, right? You didn't do this at that point, so do it now. What's stopping you? Let's go, start, right? So, oh man, it seems very intense. I've been pulling the bottom of the deck card, so I'm gonna end with the bottom 3. This is every reading I've done. Today I did a 30-minute reading on one card. I used to like be obsessed with readers who could do that, because I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. That's to show you how my skills have improved from doing this so much. So whatever it is that you're doing, don't have any doubts on yourself, because you have no idea what you're truly capable of. You're truly capable of anything that you tell yourself you're capable of. So I want you guys to all shoot for the moon, but I want you guys to all just treat yourselves better. I want you to love yourselves more. I want you to, you know, make sure you're putting in, right, Virgo, you are health. You are health, you are service, meaning if you go into a business where you are serving instead of selling a product, you're probably going to be a lot more successful, especially with health. Like if you want to be a nutritionalist, if you want to be a personal coach, whatever it is, health and fitness, you will be very, very well off when it comes to that. So nightingale, that's interesting. And you know, birds are my favorite, and you got a bird, nightingale, and you also got the black egg, which the black egg would come from a bird. Oh no, sorry, my thing is doing something weird. The battery is going to die. Okay, let me get this one out. I don't want to leave you guys without this one. So nightingale. I like this reading. Okay. Nightingale is air energy. Spirit is also like closer. I would say it's closer to air than anything. All right, so fearless voice. Yes, it's really about speaking from your voice. It's about screaming, right? I'm hearing letting your freak flag fly. Letting your freak, I have to write that down for the title. Because Virgos can be a little uptight sometimes. But at the same time, you're not at all. Like, what's that one where it's like classy in the streets, but a freak in the sheets? Wait. I'm gonna write that too. You guys are actually crazy, and I love it. But it takes a certain person to get to know that, and I think that that's the energy you need to express to the world around you, right? It's not about showing a certain person. It's not about showing everybody this certain level-headed version of yourself, and only the ones that you know the real version. It's about showing everybody the real version and just not giving a crap about what they think. So fearless voice, speech, communication, or song. The song of the nightingale is otherworldly. This simply brown bird almost unnoticeable among the flashing fulgum of other birds, transparents its listeners to the realm of poetry. Nightingale energy is with us when we write, compose, and especially when we sing. It reminds us that music heals the deepest wounds. It really does. This card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Is there something you need to say? How long has it been since you sang? Turn it up, write it down, and let it out. Yes, sing. Your favorite songs, go in the shower, sing. Just sing at your house, sing in the car, sing, sing, sing. I'm telling you, it's gonna be so healing. It's gonna be so great for you. The crystals that I think that you need are obviously the rose quartz, and I'm seeing you put the rose quartz on your heart and your chest. And I honestly feel like it would be the desert rose. It would be the desert rose. Okay, so the rose quartz you're going to place near your heart and your chest, and the desert rose is going to be for your throat, but you need to work on your throat and your heart chakra. This is what it's saying here. And you don't have to get the crystals from me. You can get the crystals from your local crystal shop if you want. You can get them from me if you want. And some of you guys, you actually have these crystals at home, and if you do, then just grab them out and start using them like as soon as you're watching this video. So when in balance, sings, speaks freely with kindness. When out of balance, you're shy, and there's like a lump in your throat, which I feel like some of you guys are feeling that. And to bring into balance, music. That song that you, even if you're the shyest person that does not want to sing in front of people, but when that song comes on, it doesn't matter if you're in the classroom, whatever, you're gonna start singing it because you can't hold it in. That's the song that you need to listen to. Those are the kind of music that you need to listen to. All right, Virgo, so that's what I have for you. I wish you guys all of the best. I love you guys so much. I thank you all for being here today. If you would like a personal reading to get more clarity on anything that's going on in your life, I'm always here for you guys. The link will be in the description box below. If you would like to purchase any of these crystals, and there's other ones as well, the link to shop Raise Your Runway is below. And if you could take a moment to follow me on my new Instagram for the crystals, that would be great. I'm going to be teaching you guys all about each crystal, honestly, and how I use them and different ways that you can use each of the crystals that I sell as I launch new crystals. And then I'm also going to be showing you the behind the scenes of all of the things that kind of go on with the business that I've built, because I have been collecting and documenting things for about a year now. So I have a lot of content that's going to be coming out over there. All right, you guys, I love you so much. I wish you all of the best. And if you want to win a free reading, you can either subscribe or subscribe. And in the description box below, you will be able to see the other conditions if you want to apply multiple times. One thing is that I keep like slurring my words throughout this thing. So for some of you, you need to just like take a second to just breathe. All right, because this was not the energy for the other readings that I had. Some of you guys, you are way into the future possibly, and you need to just be present, right? Sing your heart away, and maybe that's